question is the functions f and g are defined by the two function f and g are given here. Solve the equation. In part A, we have to solve this equation. F g of x equal to 3. Now, what is the meaning of f gx? It means we have to put gx in the function f. So, where in this function x is put gx. So, what we will get from here, I will get for f. If first I will find f g of x. So, what f g of x will be? In this function, wherever you are having x, write g of x. So, it will become 4 into g of x plus 6 divided by g of x minus 5. So, what that will be? I will get from here. Now, put g of x, the value of g of x, 4 into 5 minus 2x square plus 6 divided by 5 minus 2x square minus 5. And now simplify that one. So what it will become? It will become 20 minus 8x square plus 6 divided by that 5 plus 5 and minus 5 will cancel. So I will get minus 2x square here. And it is given that f g of x is equal to 3. So in its place, write 3 here. And now rearrange it and simplify. And after that, we will get the value of x. So take it to the other side. It will become 3 into minus 2 will become minus 6x square equals to 20 minus 8x square plus 6. Shift all terms on one side. So 8x square minus 6x square minus 26 equals 0. So that will be 2x square minus 26 equal to 0. Take 2 common. You can say 2x square will be equal to 26. So x square is going to be 26 over 2, which is 13. So what the value of x will be? Take square root on both sides. It will be plus minus square root of 13. That will be, sorry, 1 second. Let me share the calculator also on the screen. So it will become visible. So we will get from here square root of 13 if I will take. It's 3.6055. So our final answer should be, as the question is saying that there is no restriction for that. So just it's 3 significant figure, then will be enough for that. So I will say x is going to be, just leave as it is. Even in this form there will be no problem. Or you want to change into decimal, so you can change into decimal also. Okay, so I will have from here that's the end of this part. Now next we will say we have to find f inverse. Now for finding the inverse function, let's say what is f of x here? F of x is given 4x plus 6 divided by x minus 5. That is f of x we are having. So to find the inverse function of this one, if you remember the general rule that we discussed while we were doing the topics, that what you have to do whenever you have to find the inverse of any function, put the given function equal to y, say y is equal to the given function, and from here x will be equal to inverse f inverse of y. So use that one here. In this place write y equal to 4x plus 6 over x minus 5. So what we will get in this case, you have to make x as subject. So to make x subject, what you will do, shift it to the other side, y into x minus 5 will be equal to 4x plus 6. It will become yx minus 5y equal to 4x plus 6. take 4x to the other side and this one on that side. So that will become, if I will write it here, it is going to be yx minus 4x equals to 6 plus 5y. Take x common, it will be y minus 4 equal to 6 plus 5y. Finally, x will be 6 plus 5y over y minus 4. That is our x. Now x is equal to f inverse y as according to our initial vision. So I will have x is equal to, if I write in place of x, write f inverse y. So that will become f inverse y equals to 6 plus 5y over y minus 4. Now replace y, finally replace y with x. So that will become f inverse x will be equal to 6 plus 5x over x minus 4. That is our f inverse x that was asked to find the inverse function for the f. Now next part C. Sketch and label on the same axis the curve with equation y is equal to gx and the curve with equation y is equal to g inverse x, and show on your sketch the coordinates of the points where each curve meets or cuts the coordinate axis. So first I will sketch for y is equal to g of x. Now what is g of x? Let's see, is given here. It's given that g of x will be 5 minus 2x square. Let's take that. G of x is 5 minus 2x square. Now this is a quadratic function. If we have to sketch the quadratic function, so what we need x-intercept, we need y-intercept, and we need the turning point also. If this is a general quadratic, ax square plus bx plus c, then obviously you have to complete the square, or you can take the derivative, and then after the derivative, put the derivative equal to 0, and you can get the turning point. If your quadratic is like the coefficient of the x term is 0, I mean it is in that form ax square plus c, then keep in mind in that case the turning point will be actually the y-intercept in that case. But even still you can find what you need. Keep in mind you need three things. You need x-intercept, you need y-intercept, and you need the turning point. That three things you require to sketch this one. Now for that, what I will do, for example, for x-intercept, I will put y is equal to 0 because that is equal to y. I will put y is equal to 0. I will get the x-intercept. I will get 5 minus 2x square equal to 0. That will be 2x square equal to 5, and x square will be equal to 5 over 2. Take square root on both sides. It will be x will be plus minus square root of 5 over 2. So there are two x-intercepts. X is equal to square root of 5 over 2, and x is equal to negative square root of 5 over 2. But that will be, calculate that also, so you will have the idea where exactly the value will be. 5 divided by 2 square root, it will be 1.6 almost. So now you have the idea where it will be approximately. For example, if I make here my coordinate axis, let's say if this is, so your x-intercept will be almost the negative value 1 point something. You can say, okay, let's say it is here. This is negative square root of 5 over 2, and the positive square root of 5 over 2 will be approximately here. And as the question is saying, you clearly have to show, you must have to show on your sketch the coordinates of the points where each curve meets or cut the coordinate axis. So that is why these values must show here. So that value will be, if I will say this coordinate obviously will be 0 because y value will be 0, and this is going to be square root of 5 over 2, and the y coordinate will be 0. Now y-intercept, for y-intercept you have to put x is equal to 0 in the given equation. That will give you the y-intercept. So if you put x is equal to 0 here, you will get y is equal to 5. So 5 is the y-intercept here. You can say almost, okay, let's say this is 5. 5 is the y-intercept. Now, next, you need the turning point. Turning point in this case, let's say where the turning point will be. As this is the equation, y is equal to g of x, that is 5 minus 2x square. For turning point, if you take the derivative, for example, dy over dx, what that will be? It will be minus 4x. Put this equal to 0. The first derivative equal to 0, minus 4x equal to 0, and x will be 0. This value of x, if you put here, what you will get? You will get y is equal to 5 minus 2 into 0 square, which will be 5. So therefore, turning point is 0, 5. So that will be actually the turning point also. And one more thing, there is a condition given here that your g of x, if you look at that one, x is less equal to 0, mean you will just take the negative part of that one. You will not take the positive thing. Even in this one, it means in the first part when we found, we will just keep the negative value. We will not take the positive value because we don't have to take the positive value. That's why we will ignore the positive value here. And in this case, when you will be sketching, if you sketch completely, the complete sketch will be like this one. But in this case, if you will see, and we don't have to go to the negative side, so that's why it will be like this one. Yes, that will be. This is for g of x. Because on that side, I will not come. It's giving a restriction that x must be less equal to 0. So that's why I will not go to the negative side, to the positive side. I will just keep on the negative side. Okay, this is the graph of g of x. Now, if you have to draw for the inverse, y is equal to g inverse x. For g inverse x, in that case, what will happen? For y is equal to g inverse x, you have to this in that case, if I will take, what will happen? This y intercept will become the x intercept, and the x intercept will become y intercept. It means that will come here. You'll say almost okay. That is minus square root of 5 over 2, and this x intercept will become the y intercept. Y intercept will become x, and x will become y. So that 5 will be here, and then you will not go to the positive side of the y-axis because we are now taking for y is equal to g inverse x. This is for g of x, and the condition for g of x was x is less equal to 0. So when you will take g inverse x, in that case, what will happen? Now you will not go to the positive side of the y-axis. So the graph will look like this one now. You can go now to the negative side of the x-axis, but you will not go to the positive side. Clear? That will be for this blue one is for the g of inverse x. In this way, you will sketch that.